Toby was just chatting with us. He was saying that you guys had a bit of time off, not the full 3 weeks, obviously. What did you do with your downtime after South Africa?
Yeah, I probably maximised it, to be honest. I went back home to Oz for just under 2 weeks, so yeah, can't complain really. Got a bit of sun, it was really nice, and to be honest, after whatever it was, 13 weeks on the bounce, I think it was needed for the boys to sort of get away from the club a bit, refresh, and now I think this week of training's shown that everyone's done that and they're ready to go. They're ready to rip in now again.
Yeah, that must have been nice, because your visits back home have been few and far between since you came to Europe with COVID and everything like that. You've not been back much, have you?
No, I haven't been back at all, actually. I think European summer's quite hard to resist when it finally comes around, so looking at the prices of flights and going home to winter doesn't seem too appealing, so it was kind of just, I guess, a perfect storm, perfect time to get home. Summer back home, nice weather, and yeah.
Absolutely. Feeling refreshed? Coming back to the Welsh winter?
Yeah, 10 won't last long, but no, like I said, I think everyone's had a little bit of time off, and I think this week in training showed boys have been ripping in, and everyone's ready to really go in for this second half of the year.
Yeah, for yourself, it's been a good season so far, hasn't it? You've featured a lot. I was looking at the stats. So you've started 8 games, come off the bench 4 times. You must be happy with kind of the run of games you're getting.
Yeah, and just enjoying my rugby, to be honest. I've been playing a bit of 10, bit of 15, like you say, off the bench, probably covering both. I think it's just been good continuity, and as a team, I think we're 5 from the last 6 or 6 from the last 7. I think we've just got a real good bit of momentum at the moment. Everyone's kind of bought into what we're about. Everyone's kind of all in. And I think you're seeing it in results. I think, yeah, boys enjoying their training, enjoying playing.
Yeah, when you're winning, it's quite easy to enjoy it, I suppose. It's going to be tough on Sunday. Ulster with their Irish players back as well. What are you expecting from them? And obviously hoping to keep the run going?
Yeah, of course, hoping to keep the run going. That's a goal, no doubt. What to expect with Ulster? Look, I know they're a big team, physical forwards. They'll push boys around and use that power game, but in saying that, they're skillful, they're able to throw the ball wide. I mean, their backs, Burns, Cooney, they want to throw the ball, they've got Irish wingers in their back line, so find space for those boys. So coaches have been really good on sort of our idea now, what we need to focus on this week, and now it's just about getting it right throughout the week. And yeah, I think we've got mentioned today at some point that we've had a really good win rate at Swansea.com, so obviously having the fans behind us helps a huge deal, and then we just kind of want to make that a bit of a fortress for us and make it hard for teams to come there and play.
Yeah, absolutely. If you do that, if you do win your home games, maybe pick some points on the road as well, you'd be well set for a top 8, and that's ultimately would be a very positive season, I suppose, if you manage that.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, top 8 is what everyone's going for, if not more. Every team, as us, set out for top 8 at the start of the year, and that's our goal. It's obviously super close. I think I looked at it yesterday, between 11 and maybe 5 is 4 points or something like that. So, yeah, teams are going to yo-yo in that little period, especially playing each other, who's up, who's down. So, like you say, picking up those wins at home and picking up bonus points, drag a couple of wins on the road. I think just consistency is key, particularly this time of the year. There's not a lot of running rugby, so just doing our basics really well, not letting teams into our half and giving them the opportunities that they don't need to have.
Yeah, absolutely. You touched upon it, you've played a bit of 15, bit of 10, but you prefer to play 10, yeah? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, to be honest, I think I'm a 10, but in saying that, I'll play wherever Bertie puts me. I'm happy to play any position for the team. I really enjoy 15. Kind of gives me a new perspective on things. Teaches me stuff about probably the backfield or kick coverage and stuff that will help me when I go play 10. But no, I'm really enjoying 15. I just obviously try and mould it to a sort of different style than probably a lot of people play it as. Use it as a second receiver, kind of eyes up, having both sides of the attack, two-sided kicking, that sort of stuff. So I think I'm just kind of moulding into what works for me, opposed to probably trying to be that traditional 15.
That's good. Thanks, Jack. That's all from me.
No worries.
Hi, Jack. I wanted just to ask, first of all, how are you finding this season in general? It's been a bit of a different season. A lot of young players all coming through as one, as a group now. How are you finding things?
Yeah, look, it's a challenge, no doubt, but I think it's been a really positive few months for the Ospreys as a club. Like you say, we've got a lot of young boys sort of coming through, and even boys myself, 23, 24-year-olds, sort of. It's a good crew to get a lot of good experience in now. It obviously helps that, like I've mentioned before, being winning games as well. We're in the fight for that sort of top 8, those top 8 spots at the moment. So I think while you can blood young boys, get them experience, mix that in with the older boys that obviously come back, international players, it's only positive for the future, really.
And you had a nice little win last time out in South Africa. How did you find that? It was first time Ospreys have won in South Africa, so it was a big occasion for the club. And how did you feel about yourself?
Yeah, probably felt. I only think I played 25 or something, but I definitely felt the altitude. That's for sure. No, like you say, I actually didn't know that until post game that we hadn't won out there. Maybe I hadn't been listening to meetings. I'm not sure, but I think it's just kind of goes back on everything else we've been talking about. Just keeping momentum up and having consistency in wins. Like winning's a habit, and so's losing. In the last few weeks, I think we've made winning a bit of a habit of finding a way to win or scrapping in games. And look, we had a young team out there, and I think it was just really encouraging for the future to see that most young teams probably do fall away with 20 minutes to go, whatever it is. However, we almost flipped. We got stronger and sort of found how we wanted to play in that last 20 minutes. So to finish the first half of the season with a win was a really good result.
It's a bit of a project going on here now, and it's building a bit of momentum. How far really do you think this team can go this season?
I don't see why we can't go. We can't be making finals, quarterfinals, whatever it is, finishing top 8. There's no reason we can't. If we keep getting better at what we're saying we're going to get better, highlighting the points to improve from the mid-season, there's no reason we can't be climbing up that table. It's just probably not looking too far ahead, to be honest, and it's taking every game as it comes, having a full focus on that game, and what's key in that game to come away with points, because I think if we start looking 3-4 rounds into the future, we kind of lose sight of what's going to get us the points immediately. And then, like I said, with the table being tight, you can end up anywhere after, say, 2 losses or 2 wins. The jump in places is quite big.
So you're pretty fearless. What you got to do to beat Ulster then?
What we got to do to beat Ulster? Defensively, I think it's a man test against the Irish teams. Like I kind of mentioned before, they come with power. They want to run over the top of you, so discipline and just, I guess, stopping that with a man test, particularly for the forwards. For us as backs, it's making sure we're playing in the right areas of the field, being clinical. Look, it'll obviously probably weather dependent will dictate how we want to play and how the game goes ahead, but this time of year a lot of it is obviously kicking based, and we want to keep our half clean. Don't give them territory that's not needed to.
And a few new boys in, a couple of Cheetahs boys. How have you found them?
Yeah, mate, they've been awesome, to be honest. I think the second day of training arrived on Monday, whatever it was, and they've all really impressed me with their skill set, their ability to pick up new calls and knowledge on the run. I think it'll be a massive boost. I think that partnership is something that's really looking like it'll be something quite strong to benefit both clubs. Obviously, if we send boys out there who need a bit of experience, say type 5, whatever that may look like, come back and have a lot of experience, and vice versa. In times when World Squad's a bit smaller, you have international boys away, just having them to strengthen. I really like experience, and it kind of brings a new feel around the team as well.
And so what's the future bring for Jack Walsh then for the rest of the season and beyond?
The rest of the season, I just want to keep playing good footy, to be honest. That's my aim, week in, week out. In terms of beyond, that's all up to my agent to decide, to be honest. I just worry about my rugby, and they'll take care of that sort of stuff. Look, I'm really enjoying my time at the Ospreys. I think it's a really good place here, and it's exciting. I think we're building really well, so yeah, I'll leave it at that.